Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 16 of Skybeast 2, a Modpack by Valdan. Well, in the last episode, we unlocked blood magic right here, and we finally got our mechanism, oh my god, words, Mekanism Steel Casing, perfect, which is the next iteration of machineries. And in the time lapse, I made that altar much better. So now it's filled with 10 rune of capacities, which brings it to being able to contain 30,000 LP, and 10 rune of sacrifice, which means that, let's say that I just sacrifice one mob right here. So 1500, 2200, and it can fill pretty fast. So just like that, almost 10k with just a couple of mobs in it, like not even a lot of mobs. Anyway, then in that same time lapse, like I prepared a lot of stuff and I did a lot of processors. So right now, see, 64 of these. And if I look in my magic little bag right here, look at this. I've got all of these processors ready to go because today I just want to jump into as much applied energistic to as possible. Let's remove the shameful death. Oh, look at the bees. And you know what? Let's just get started with some machinery. So first off, we're going to make a couple of mechanism machinery, because if we look at the processors, we're still missing this one right here, the calculation processor. And the reason we're missing the calculation processor is that we need the pure Certur Quartz Crystal. And to get a pure Certur Quartz Crystal, we basically need an enrichment chamber, which I favorited somewhere here. Yeah. But the enrichment chambers requires two basic control circuits, and control circuits are made from the Metallurgical Infuser, which is a bit of a complicated machine, but I think we should have everything to do it quickly. So let's get right here and say, Metallurgical Infuser is going to require a redstone furnace. I have nothing for the redstone furnace. Okay, so let's just, oops, wrong machine. You know what? Where is it? Right here. So let's press A on that and A on that so that we can easily access it. So do I have brick? Yes, I do. Then, what is it? Those are copper gears. Perfect. So I'll do this and I'll grab some copper. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll bring those into my multi-servo press. This should give me the 2 gears that we need. Let's go. 1 and 2. Probably would do with making that machine a bit faster, but that could be for something later down the line. We're going to make a redstone furnace right here. Redstone furnace, by the way, is an electrical furnace that I could be using back here to cook stuff. But the energized smelter is so superior that there's no reason to do that. For this machine, oh, we got everything that we need. So now we have a resourceful furnace, which is also a furnace, by the way. But let's remove those two. And we can now make a metallurgical infuser. Perfect. So what I'm going to be doing for now is I'm not going to be bothering with placing them in on the other side. I'm just going to put that right here. The placement on the side is really weird because look, like you really have to be facing it because the machine, see how there's no like base here? It's kind of offset a little bit. It goes to the front for whatever reason. So let's just, and we'll call this one temp because this is not going to stay here over time. And basically we can now start to make the other. So let's remove that. For the enrichment chamber, we're going to need basic control circuits. So we're going to grab a stack of this and osmium right here and a stack of osmium. And we're going to put that right here and just going to put a couple, you know what? Let's put 16. Okay. So 1, and it's going to give us a second one. You know what? I have a different idea. This is going a bit too slow, and I'd really want more. So I'm going to put all of this in here. I'm going to grab these two control circuits, and I'm going to come right here, and I'm going to make a basic tier installer. And I'm going to show you why these machines are epic. So this metallurgical infuser can become a factory. And this one spot is now 3 with auto sort going to all 3. So now we're producing 3 at a time. Okay, so this is already 3 times faster than it used to be. There's also, you know what, let's just take a quick look. Speed upgrade. So there's such a thing as a speed upgrade and another thing such as an energy upgrade. Right. Whew. Okay, right here. So the energy upgrade, you can install up to 8, and I'm going to need some sand, and the speed upgrade up to 8, I'm going to need some osmium. So let's just go over here. I'm going to grab some osmium, and I'm going to throw that in the pulverizer, and I'm going to let that do its job. And if I come back here, I'm letting this continue until we get rid of all of the redstone. We're going to need these anyway. So I'd like now to make the second level of installer, but until I get these nice little infused alloy, which are made from redstone and iron, I'm going to have to wait. So let's grab this and this. And I'm basically going to let that complete. I think it's 20 redstone per. So I think we should be able to make 3 more, 4 more. Yeah, it's going to make 1 more. I'm going to put that much more in so that these finish. Perfect. So all of these are done. And if we do that, we're now starting the alloy circuits. And I'm putting a lot more redstone because like alloy circuit, we're going to need a lot. So now that we have 3 is not enough, I'm going to wait for 4. I'm going to transform 2 basic control circuit into their advanced form. So I can come over here and do this and these. So now we have 2 advanced control circuit. I'm going to keep these infused alloy, grab those, and now technically we should be able to make the advanced tier installer. And if I shift right click, this now has 5 spot. And it just keeps on growing like that. So this is really, really great. I should have some osmium on the other side. Yeah, so let's come back right here. And let's go right over here. Oh, let's grab. Always be grabbing those. And if I come here to the speed upgrade, hopefully I should be... No, I'm only going to be able to make 4. Okay, so here's the problem. Okay, I'm going to expose you the problem, but I'm going to solve it quickly. You know what? Before I do that, let's prepare some gold. No. Sorry, let's not do that. Okay, so let me show you. Right now, the machine is using 100 FE per tick. And if I throw those 4-speed upgrade in, we're now using how much? 1K FE per tick. But it's going much faster. So this is a positive, but it's also potentially a negative. Let's grab some more iron that we're going to put in here. And let's just go to sleep because bees... Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so this is why I died in my time lapse, is that these sometimes escape. And when they escape, they always come next to my bed because it's their favorite place to sleep, to hang out, and they won't let me sleep. Okay, so now that this is done, like I said, I've already exposed how amazing this machine can become. You know what? And probably make 1, 2, 3, 4 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. And let's grab that and stop all of this. Okay, so the next machine that I want to make is going to be a... now I should be able to make an enrichment chamber right here. So let's grab that. Perfect. And let's immediately craft that basic tier installer. And then let's use this like so. To also make a Advanced Steel Installer like so. And let's put that on the other side right here. And it's the same principle, but if I do this and then this, we now have a way better machine. So now that we have that, we can enrich quartz. So this is the pure Certur Quartz Crystal right here. Well, sorry, we're gonna grab the 64, throw them in here, and that's going to be 1 stack, 2 stack. Let's just do 2 stacks to begin with. So that's going to be the second stack, and it's slowly making pure Certur Quartz that I can then come right over here and grab the calculation. Yeah, right here. And in this one, calculation, put 1, put all of them, and yeah, this is slowly processing into the other type of processors. So that's, and let's grab all that. So that's what we needed to start ASAP. Now I'm going to make 2 more little things before we go further. And the 2 extra little thing are going to be 2 more machine. We're going to make a crusher. So we need 2 buckets of lava. Buckets, I hope I have 2 buckets. Apparently not. Oh, 34. I do. I unfortunately have way too many buckets. And then I'm going to come back somewhere over here and grab these 2 buckets of lava. And voila. 1 and 2. That's going to be a crusher that I'm going to put on top right here. And then I'm going to also make an energized smelter like so that I'm going to put on the front right here. And now I'm going to make the installer for both. So 1, 2. And then I'm going to need 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's out of redstone. I was just checking and wondering why it wasn't making any noise or anything. Okay. And I'm going to make the second tier of installers. Give me a second one, and voila. So now I can go boom, boom, and sync to this. And now we have a smelter. So let's just come over here. We don't have a lot of glass. Well, we have somewhat a lot of glass, but not for my example. So for my example, I'm going to come right here, and I shouldn't have done that. Just give me a second. I'm going to put that in the smelting factory. That's going to give me some glass, but what I really want is, oh, I've got silicon out of the wazoo, so I don't need to cook silicon. So let's just do this and put that in there. And for the crusher, let's put the gold and let's crush all of that gold. Now we're going to come right here and we're going to search for mechanism and crusher. Just, yeah. Just a little bit of background noise. Could probably do with a bit higher mechanism, because these machines can be very intense. Okay, that's better. And put those in. Let's make more control circuits, and I'm going to show you something else also. So let's grab that, and let's grab some more osmium right here. Okay. So although the enrichment chamber is being used right now to make these crystal, I'll come back to that in a moment. So let's just do this, and we already have 15, and we can already put them in here to start making our first of these logical calculation processor. And voila, got our first calculation processor. Let's put that right there and that right there. Okay, so all of these machines are working. Oh, this is almost done, and I'm going to show you what's also interesting. If you remember these redstone dust, when I put them in the infusion factory, it gives me 10 redstone. But by putting them through this first, I'm going to get a redstone wait for, no, I'm blanking on the name. Just give me an instant and I'll give you the proper name in a moment. Enriched redstone. And look at this. I have 160. If I put one in, I'm at 240. So yeah, these are 80. It times 8 the quantity. Oh, by the way, now that we have gold, we can come over here and do some energy upgrades to try and counterbalance the craziness. So I'm going to grab 8 right here and 8 right here. Perfect. So in this machine, first off, we're going to put 8 speed upgrade. Oh, that's 4. 8 speed upgrade, which is going to bring the power usage to 10 kFE per tick. Then I'm going to put 8 energy upgrade, which is going to bring the power down to yeah, just 1 second, to 0, because it's doing nothing. But no, not really. Just give me a second. We're going to fill it again, and it's going to bring it back down to 1K. So 8 times the speed for 1K power instead of 100. I'm comfortable with that. And look at how fast this is going. And I'm going to go and do the same around here. And look at this. This is so much faster, so much better, so much gooder. Let's grab a stack and grab all of those and put those in here and grab those. I don't know if I need to put those in, so I'll wait for the time being. And I can do this with all of these machines. I can put up to 8 upgrade into each of these machines, and I'm going to do that. I can even make them into bigger factory because there's 2 extra tiers, but I'm not like, there's no urgency to go into that for now. So we got the energized smelter, we've got the enrichment chamber, and we got the crusher. So basically with that, we're comfortable with, like, we can move forward. What did I just lose? Oh, I hate when I do this. I click something in by mistake. Should be something of a quantity of 1. Can I see it? Oh, my dagger. Perfect. Okay, so now we can actually get into applied energistic, which is what I really wanted today because I want to get started on some automation. So first off, we're going to need an ME controller. The ME controller is a complex affair where we need pure flux crystal. So we're going to grab some charge right here. Oh, we should have flux crystal though. Yeah, right here. So let's grab 2, 3, 4. Let's put that block back here. And if we throw that in the enrichment chamber, oh, by the way, I already had 4 because they processed through here. If you remember, it took like 10 hours. No, I'm exaggerating, but it took like 3 or 4 hours. It was ridiculous. Okay, so for the ME controller, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 skystone plug. And this is a complicated process that's part of Botania. So if we come here in Botania, there is something about making blackstone and skystone. So if we look at blackstone or black concrete, either is possible. So blackstone is basalt generation. So with soul soil, I took out my setup here. So unfortunately, we're not going to go this way. What we're going to go with is black concrete. Black concrete is right here. So black concrete needs black this. Let's just come over here. And do this and put some in here. So we're going to need 16. And these 16, they need to be turned into concrete. So the easiest way to handle this is like so. There you go. Putting it in water turns it into concrete, and then you can just break it and grab them. And this is something that we could probably automate through a machine, but right now there's no point. I'm just doing a little bit to be able to craft, and I'm not going to need a crazy amount of. If I go back to Botania, oh, this is half done? Really? Oh, okay, because it's going to transform them. So if I come over here, I'm now going to be able to transform that concrete into blackstone. So I'm guessing this is the true route that it wanted us to take, because if it wasn't, it wouldn't ask us to have both. If we could have just gone directly to blackstone, we would have skipped a step and we would only have had 50% of the quest. You know what? Let's just go and make sure that we're putting some mana into our altar. And get rid of this. Perfect. And let's go sleep. And we'll be able to continue in a moment. Perfect. So right over here, we now have beautiful blackstone that we can grab like so. Then we want to go to the next step, which is skystone. But for skystone, you need polished blackstone. So let's just grab these 16 and make 16 polished blackstone. Then put them back down again. And let's be honest, it's a good thing that I don't know that we're going to need a lot. I think we're not going to need a lot of this. If we do, we're going to have to figure out something else, because I'm not doing this manually every time. But I don't think we really need all that much. So this is going to be the second level, and it's now going to become blackstone. Not blackstone, sorry. Skystone. Oh. Okay, my pickaxe cannot pick that up. You know what? I should have done this a long time ago. Time to take a diamond and come to my thingamabobby right here. And this will not only make my pickaxe more durable, gonna put the mining level to diamond, which means I can now do this. And this. And now we have the 16 that we need, but this is still not the proper skystone. Okay? If I go back to my ME controller, I need skystone block, but that's very simple. Let's come into my advanced melting factory, put all of those in there, and these are slow. So energy 1. Oh. Let's make 8 and another 8 right here. Perfect. Then the speed. Really? Let's just make sure we're still making more of these. Like this is a bit expensive, but it's so worth it for what we're going to be able to do. Yeah, so that's the other osmium that's going to be back here. Yeah, let's just quickly address this. Like so. So 7, 8. 7, 8. Perfect. And by the way, you can also install them by shift clicking like this. And voila. So now all of these machines are fast. And okay, in my time lapse, I melted some steel right here. Okay. And I made a large plate gold cast. And you can just put steel onto it and you get some steel plates. We needed 4 for the controller and 4 for the drive. And see, that's a bit long to harden, so I had prepared that in advance, which means when I come here, I can go like this, ME controller. I'm missing 4 engineering process. No, I don't. Boom. I've got all of these processors. And grab this and put it up here. And come here and grab these. Great. And let that continue. So if I come over here, I should now be able to put an make an ME controller and throw the 4 skystone block in here. So let's go back to applied Energistic 2 right here. And we now have the ME controller. Okay. Then we're going to need to make an ME drive. The ME drive is where we're able to, so let's remove that, where we're able to put drives. Oh, first we need some fluix glass cable and some quartz fiber. So do you see how quartz fiber requires a dust? Well, if I grab a stack of this and I come to my crusher that's accelerated, look at this. Yeah, that's why those machines are so epic. And that's kind of also why I had started some more glass. So we're just going to make sure that it's the proper glass. And these 15 are then going to be transformed into 60. And we should now be able to come here and make an ME drive. Like so. Okay. Really not the right place, but I'm going to move this later. I can put this right here to get it powered. And I can put an ME drive right next to it. Because this is touching a face, so it's connected. I'm going to put one cable right here. Now we need some way to peer into this system. So if I come back in here, we've done the ME drive. Now we need an ME terminal. So ME terminal first requires an illuminated panel, which require quartz glass. So let's grab this. And you know what? We're going to need so much more of that. Let's make 2 more stacks. Throw all of that in here. And let's just make like 16 smart quartz glass. If I come back here, we should be able to make some illuminated panel that I'm going to throw in there. And then we're going to need some annihilation core. Oh, okay. So that's another thing that we need the crusher for. We need to crush everything in this mod. So now we're going to get some fluix dust, which is going to let us do the other thing that we need right here. Okay, so I'm going to make a couple more of these. So I want to make 16. 16 seems like a good number. Let's grab that back. So that was the formation core, I believe. Yeah, now we need the annihilation core. Wait, no, that's the one that we just did. Let's do the formation core. We're also going to make 16 of those. Perfect. And throw that in there. Let's make a Certur Quartz range where it's one of the thing that we need to remove the, turn the panels, remove the cable easily and stuff like that. And if I come back here, now that we have the drive and we have all of this, so these are the oh my God, the cables. You know what? Let's just go downstairs quickly. Just want to make sure that this is not stuck. Nope, this is still going strong and processing our resource. I sometimes forget to check it, and if it blocks, then it means nothing's getting produced anymore. You know what? Let's do the other 2 level of cables. So these fluix glass cable can be transformed into, there's a covered version of these cable right here. So we get ME fluix covered cable. Let's just make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. No, let's make a little bit more. I'm going to show you why. So now that's the second level that the quest line wanted. But these have 2 transformation. You can put 4 together to make a fluix ME dense cable. But what I prefer is these advanced cable. So let's grab all of these advanced cable and that advanced cable. And the beauty of that is I'm going to be able to just I'm going to remove this one right here. And right here, I'm going to put a fluix ME smart cable because there's this black line right here. And this one, I'm going to put a big followed by a small. Perfect. So let's go back to the quest line. So now we've done all of this. We still need to finish the ME terminal. Did we not finish the ME terminal? I guess we never did. Okay, so the ME terminal gets placed on top like this. And if you look at this now, do you see that there's one small blue line there? I don't know how to zoom, but there's one small blue line here, which means that one channel is used. And we can now peer into the terminal, but we can't put anything in it because there's no storage. Okay, so then we're going to come right back here, pop it out with shift right click. And what we really want is for this ME terminal to become a crafting terminal. So let's kill that. Let's get a crafting terminal, which first requires that we make a crafting table, which should not be too much trouble. Crafting table right here, do this, and then just click this in. And let's remove this, let's remove this. Okay, so now if I put it right here, it's the same thing, but we have a crafting terminal, which is kind of the same that we have here, but this is way more advanced and way more better. Okay, so what's the next step? So the next step is we really do not have any storage right now. There's no place to store anything. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to need to make our first drive. So I'm going to come right here and I want to make a 1K ME storage component. Oh boy, new recipe alert. Yeah, so this is Certur Quartz with redstone, with logic processor, and 1.5 millibucket of honey. So let's grab this and this, and let's go right back here. You know what? I'm just going to grab one of those. Whoa. Which I'm going to put right here. And then I'm going to go one stack here. Oh, it's one at a time. Oh, of course, it's one at a time. 2, 3, and these 4 like so. I'm going to log the input. And then I'm going to need a bucket. I should totally keep some bucket on me. I don't know why I keep forgetting to do that. So let's just grab 2 bucket like this, and we'll just go 1 and 2. And this should start making it. So 3. Okay, so once this is done, now that we have reserve spot, I can hold shift and just mouse over. So I held shift, I click, and I just moused over and it filled because the recipe is locked. So we can do 2 more of these. Going to make a couple more. And this is one of the first thing we're going to want to automate, to be sure, because this is taking forever. Oh, is it the time? No, it's not. But is it? Maybe? No. Okay, let's just try and get through this episode. But there are ways to make the dissolution chamber faster, which is something I'm totally going to have to address soon. So I'm going to make 6 1K drive. Not 6 1K drive. I'm going to make 6 1K ME storage component. That's going to be 4, just to use all of the honey that's in it. So that's going to be 5, and there's going to be enough honey for one last one. Let's just go sleep. Probably. Please let me sleep now. See, they always come right under my bed. Always. Like it's honestly almost comical at this point. That in there, and let's come back here. And let's do the last one. So that's going to be all of the honey. So if I come back here, this is going to be the... Oh, I haven't taken any in my inventory yet. For 1 second, I got worried. And see, now that I've unlocked it, this is released. So this is done. And what we want to make are drives. Oh, it's asking for 64K. I'm not doing the 64K today. So I just need to make some drives. So let's go. To make the drives, we're going to need, where is it? We're going to need some ME storage housing, like so. The ME storage housing requires pure Certur Quartz, so we're going to need, I'm going to make 1. So we're going to need 3 pure Certur. Just 1 second. How much honey is it? 1.5. I'm going to make 2. I'm going to grab, I'm going to come back right here and I'm going to say, give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those. Okay. Then we're going to need, I have the 6 redstone and I need the quartz. Was it the quartz? Sorry. No, vibrant quartz. Okay. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Let's go back right here and it's going to be like this and then like this, and this. Is that the right recipe? No, it's like this and there's none of these. And here it's 3. We're going to lock this and then we're going to put 3 buckets of honey in here. Perfect. And we'll be able to shift click those also when we get to that point. So let's just have the first housing finish. and put that in for the second. We can grab this, and now this housing with this drive is going to make a 1K ME drive. Not going to make a 1K ME drive right now. Just give me one more second. Oh, yes, I am. What am I talking about? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab these two and two of those. We're going to make two 1K ME drive. We can come in here and put those in, which means we now can store stuff. Right now, I want to keep things on my body because this is not functional fully yet, but at least we now have some storage. Now let's go to next step. By the way, let's just do this quickly. These 3 1K ME storage can be combined together with a calculation processor to become a 4K ME. So if I made a drive with this, the difference would be as follows. So let's come right here. This says 124 bytes used, 0 of 63 types. What that means is if I put one stack of this and I come back here, I've got 16 bytes used and 1 of 63 types. If I put a stack of this one now, I've got 32 bytes used and I've got 2 of 63 types. So, but if I go and put all of these, I only have one type used, but 46 bytes. So the 1K are kind of useful for all of the tiny little things that you have. So if I come down here, if you look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. So that's like 60 type at 1K each. So this is one 1K drive. This is a second 1K drive. This is a third and a fourth and a fifth and a sixth. Although these are the same type. So these tend to fare better. Like I'm going to grab 4. We're going to go upstairs and I'm going to show you what I mean. If I put all of these in here, you know, these never stacks. Like you've seen, they don't stack. But if I come here, oh, look at that. One type and 9K, 9 bytes of used storage. So these kind of items that do not stack fare much, much, much better in an applied Energistics storage. So we're going to leave these 5 there because they don't really have a big impact. Perfect. So all of that is done. And the next thing that we want to do is let's make an interface and a storage bus. So if I come right here, I'm going to, oh, I already had that. Darn it. Let's remove. ME pattern, 4K, all of that we need. Oh, okay. Let's remove these things then. Let's remove that. Let's remove. I'm just cleaning up things that I already know the recipe to. APRE storage. Oh, that I haven't made yet. Okay. So I already know how to do this. Let's make the ME interface. So if I come right here, this is the ME interface. This is a very important thing that we need a lot of. So I'm going to make 6 of them for now. Okay. By the way, these can be transformed into the flat version, which I much prefer and I usually use everywhere. And then what we really need to make is an ME storage bus. No. Okay. So 1 second. I'm going to need a sticky piston like so. And then I should be able to make my ME storage bus. So this is the same thing as an interface link cable. I do this like that, and this is going to be very ugly, but it's not important right now. All I want to do is prove a point. If I come right here, see now we have one tiny blue line out of 8, and we have one tiny blue line here out of 32. And this is now connected, and I now have access to almost my whole system. Okay, so this is how you connect things to the ME. And what you need to do is, let's say that I grab a stack of block of iron, and I come here and I do this. I'm gonna break, I'm gonna remove this cable, and look, and it's not here because it went in here first. I'm kind of surprised. I was honestly expecting it to go in here because technically I didn't set any priority. So usually what you need to do is come here and set a insertion, higher priority first. So you usually want like your main storage section to be at a higher priority, so that if I insert anything here that can fit in here, it's gonna go in here first. Okay, so now we have auto crafting. We have the reason I'm not done yet is I don't have access to the drawer downstairs, so I'm not going to use the other one because I don't know what's in my storage. But if we come back here, we now have this ME interface. You can craft an ME interface terminal that gives you easy access to each of your interface to see what they do. This is not a priority for now. We're going to do that later. Right now, I want to prioritize auto crafting. For auto crafting, you need a molecular assembler. So let's come right here and let's first make a crafting table. And now we can make a molecular assembler. So this molecular assembler needs an interface. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this and I'm going to put, okay, I'm going to show you, I'm not sure of what I'm going to do right now. Let me put an interface right here. Okay, so see, we're now using 2 lines, and let's put the molecular assembler. Yes, it's powered. Okay, I thought we needed to power it independently, but you see, we added the molecular assembler. It's not adding another line because it doesn't need to. There's an interface connected to it. Okay. Oh, okay. Just 1 second. I'm going to take this and this, and I'm just going to move it by 1. There's going to be a good reason for that in a moment. So let's do that. So now we have a way to auto craft. So technically, this is where we can put things and craft them. But that's just one step of multiple. So now that we have something, it's like a crafting table on steroid. Okay. So now that we have a crafting table here, we need to be able to start crafting stuff. To start crafting stuff, we need an ME pattern terminal, which we're going to make right now. So, oh my God, I had it already and I deleted it, of course. Perfect, it's there. So the ME pattern terminal requires an ME crafting terminal, which requires a terminal. Oh, do you see? I can't make these because these are in my chest, okay? So let's come back right here and let's just do it from here. Pretty soon we're going to be able to make it. So we have an ME terminal. And now we're going to need another crafting table so that we can make another crafting terminal. And from the crafting terminal, we can now make a pattern terminal. And that's super important. We're going to put it right here. And by the way, if I turn around, this is now using 2 of 8 channels. But now we need some blank patterns. So let's just do this and make a couple of blank patterns. So that's only 3. And we're going to come and put them in here. But now we're going to do the most important thing ever. The first thing that every AE2 pattern auto crafting system needs is a pattern to craft a pattern. And this is composed of 2 things. It also needs quartz glass. So now let's just go back in here and click this. I want I want this one. No, I don't want the Certur Quartz. I want the Certus. Wait, I want the other one. So let's go back right here. The reason we're not seeing those is that they are in this system. So I'm going to grab all of that quartz and bring it in the system right here. Throw it in here and then do this. And this crafting. Perfect. So now if I come to this interface, so this is the crafting terminal, and I do this, we can now start crafting those. So if I come back to the interface, just to make it easier, right here, see, you can sort by item name, which is what it is right now. So ancient debris, aquamarine. You can you can go by number of items and see this is lowest first or highest first. I kind of like the most item because those are usually the one that you need the most. But then you can also do right here, show me all the stored items or only the craftable? Hey, I have only the craftable here. And we're going to ask for 10 more crafting pattern. What's going on? No crafting CPUs are available. So now we're trying to send a craft and we have no way of crafting. So we still need a crafting unit, which we're going to make right here. And if I take this crafting unit and I put it disgustingly here, not connecting because it's only one block. So what we're going to do, I'm going to immediately come back here and I'm going to make 4 of these. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So basically, the first thing that we need is that we need a place to store the craft. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a 4K crafting storage, 4K ME storage component, and a crafting unit. And that's giving me a 4K crafting storage that I'm going to put right here. Oh, now this connects because this is a real crafting block. And if I come back here, I say, make 10 of these. See, now I have a crafting mechanism. Okay. It has no storage, no coprocessor. We're going to hit start and look here. Boom. Making glass, pattern, glass, pattern, pattern, glass, pattern, pattern. And it's probably done. And if I go back to here and say pattern, I now have 10 beautiful pattern here that I can just come over here and add. So now we're able to craft. We have 11 more pattern. But this, by the way, that's the standard basic setup. What I usually like to do is I like to grab a crafting coprocessor. Okay. And I like to grab also a crafting monitor, which means that I need a storage. I'm going to have to make the storage monitor here because I've not transferred the item yet. So I'm going to need an ME level emitter like so. And then I should be able to make a storage monitor. And then I should be able to make a crafting monitor. Perfect. So this can be a multi-block structure. So if I do this, I now have a little screen to see what this is crafting and this. So now if I come back here and I say, I want some patterns. And I say, I want 20 pattern, start. And I come over here, I can see 17, 16, 15, 14. And this is basically crafting stuff and doing the recipe. Okay. So we're just going to let that finish for a moment. Great. And then we're going to add an extra layer to this. So I'm going to make another molecular assembler. Oh, I'm out of everything. So let's just, you know what? These are things that should also have a pattern. So you know what? Let's just come over here, say formation core, like so, and destruction annihilation core, like so. And let's put them in here. Let's go back. And you know what? At this point, let's just go all hog and put all of that in here like so. Great. Don't know where this comes from. Let's sleep. Oh, for once, there's no mob stopping me from sleeping. I'm shocked. Okay, so if we continue, I'm going to need some of this crushed again. So let's come right over here into, oh, got plenty, but we're never going to not need any of this. It's always good to be done. So now if I come back here and I say core, I'm going to say, give me 10 of these. And if I say core again, I'm going to say, give me 10 of these and start. And I can only do one craft at a time because I only have one crafting system. Now, I'm going to make a second, I need some quartz glass. Quartz. Okay. I should be able to make another molecular assembler. Perfect. So we're going to put another just there for the time being and another molecular assembler there. And what we're going to do is I'm going to grab the pattern and I'm going to put it in this one. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to say, I want pattern. I want 20 more. And, oh, I'm out of glass. Let's come over here. This is going to be a very short-term problem. We're going to resolve this in 1 or 2 setup. Okay, so let's grab these 35 glass, put them in here, and then let's go back to pattern, and let's go. I want 20 of those, and I'm going to try and show you something quickly. Start. Okay? No, they're never working at the same time. It's one, the other, one, the other, one, the other. And now that all of the glass is done, it's just making the pattern. If you go and do something like this, you now have a co-processing unit. Okay? If I come back right here and I say pattern again, I grab these 20. I say, give me 20 more pattern. Of course. Last time we do this, we put this in here and we grab those. We're going to come back over here and put all of those in here. Okay. So now I should have everything that I need for 20 more patterns. Or not. Oh, sorry. Now I should have everything I need for those. So if I go back here to pattern and I say, give me 20 more. Now, you never see them flicker. It's not one and the other. It's both at the same time completely. It's really hard. Like, go back and if you look and even slow down the video, it was flicker, 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 because it was doing one craft, one craft, one craft. Now it did both at the same time and it just went crazy faster. Well, let's grab these pattern. And now we can come here and we can say, let's fill that. So now we have a lot more pattern than what we know to do with. This is good. This is good. And by the way, these machines, they retain everything that they have when you break them. Well, sorry, they retain the configuration. So this one, we're going to lose the redstone, I believe. So let's just remove that, and this is really not pretty. I'm really sorry about that. But right now, I just need to get things done and show you some beautiful amazingness. I'm going to just do this and this and this. Now I'm going to need some power cable to power all of these machines. Perfect. Okay. So now that I've done this, I'm also going to remove the drive. Put it behind right here. Like, honestly, this is just moving things around. Oh! Yeah, okay. Not a problem. I believe it's not a problem. These should connect. No, okay. Oh, yeah, it does connect. I thought I would need an energy acceptor. Anyway, so these connect. So this is back to being powered. We're going to put that in here right now. And what we're going to do is if I go back to pattern again and I say make 20 more of this. I still don't have any quartz dust and I'm missing glowstone. Ah, that is not a thing. Wow. So this is glowstone. Oh, 634. I don't know why I didn't go there. Okay, if I come back here and I say pattern, another 20. Okay, so I'm missing the quartz dust, but I don't really because I have a ton of quartz dust. So we're going to come here and we're going to craft what's called a, I can remove these things, this. I basically removed too much stuff now. Okay, let's just search for quartz. So quartz dust. So what I can do is say, how do you make quartz dust? You make quartz dust in a machine. So we're going to change the pattern to a processing pattern. I'm going to say quartz dust is made by, oh no, not this one, sorry. This one. with the crusher like this. So 1 quartz, I'm going to remove the dust. I can bring this right here. So basically 1 nether quartz is making 1 quartz dust, and this is a processing pattern. I'll get this encoder. And now I'll come right over here. So I need the crusher, not this one. Oh, crusher. So right here, I'm going to put a pattern. And now I need to connect this. So let's just come back. Like so. And we now have this ME interface. But this ME interface, I'm going to put a quartz dust pattern in here. And I'm going to come right here and say quartz dust. I'm going to remove all of that. And I'm going to say make 1 of these. Start. It's not going to work. The reason it's not going to work is that this crushing factory is not set up properly. First off, I need to go back here and say that, oh, the back, see, the back needs to be set to input. So now the quartz went into it and the quartz dust is right here. But what I need is return it to my system. One of the things that's interesting is that this is the back. It can be output, but it didn't leave. If I put it as output, and I say auto eject on, it now goes, oh. Okay, so that's another important factor. Do this. The bottom should be green. Okay, so let's put it back to input. And let's go back here. By the way, yeah, the craft is not completed until we take 1 of these and push it back in the system. So now the system received 1, so the craft is complete. And I'm going to come back here to say quartz dust, and we're going to do this again. Start. So you saw the machine work. It went into here, and it's back here. So now we're going to set this into output and eject on. Because it's ejected, it went back into the interface, and it went back here, and it completed. But this is something that I learned just recently by watching someone else's video on another mod pack. There is something called input output purple back. So if I come here and I say quartz dust, oh no, quartz dust, and I say I want 3 of these and start, went to the machine, coming back, finish, all done. And now the beauty of this is if I come back here and I say pattern, and I say I want 10 pattern, well, it's going to need to craft 22 quartz dust. So by starting it, it's doing this and the crafting at the same time because of the co-crafting CPU. And you see that they're alternating. Well, they were, because I didn't have 3 co-processor. If I had 3 co-processor, would have crafted, and cooked at the same time. But this is the beauty of this system. Let me come back right here. I need to connect my sand also at some point. Now, if I come in here, okay, I'm going to say that sand, 1 sand, makes glass. 1 glass. I'm going to remove all of the glass that we have. I make this pattern. And now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to grab the Advanced Smelting Factory. And I'm going to put the glass pattern in here. And basically all I have to do is the same setup. So I come back over here. I turn everything else off. And I set this to input, output with the auto eject on. And if I come back here and I say, give me some glass. Oh, not some flasks, some glass. Say, give me 21 of those. Start. Well, don't forget to turn on the auto sort. That's one setting that doesn't get kept. Voila. We now have auto glass. And we're basically going to do this with all of these machines. Like this. And like this. Oh, it did keep the redstone. I had forgotten about that. So let's put that to green. That to purple, those all off, and voila. So now all we need is, oh, I need 1 more interface. Can I craft 1 more interface, please? Yes. And if I do this and this, we now have perfection. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you understand. So I'm going to show you one last thing that I like automating, and then we're going to call it for this episode, because I'm going to go in a time lapse where in my time lapse, I'm just going to reset my whole storage system. Like all of these drawers, I want to go underground and I want to put like a massive storage system, because basically I'm going to merge this storage with this storage with this storage. I want to make it like, if it's possible, of course, one big massive storage system that everything's connected together, that too. And to send things to it, I'm just going to use routers. Like you see how the routers easily grab and send? That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to have routers everywhere, bring the resource everywhere I need them. Okay. Just going to be cleaner and easier that way. So basically, like back there, I have a router. Well, the router is going to send to that system, and then I'm only going to need to connect one. And I'm going to bring my auto crafting downstairs, and it means it's going to free up this place a lot more. And by freeing this place a lot more, I'll have place to have actually my workshop. Okay. And these beautiful little crafting pattern terminal, I can install some other place if I want to. Like I need one near Botania for when I'm doing Botania stuff. I'm going to have one come out right there. I want one near my, my blood, you know what, my blood altar setup is going to change place anyway, so that might not be the most interesting place to do it, because we need to get into a better setup for my magic, my blood magic. But anyway, I really wanted to have these 4 machines automated, and I'm going to fully upgrade them to the last level, because that is going to make everything auto crafting so simple and so beautiful. Also, that dissolution chamber, I'm going to want to have 3. Okay, so let me just go to dissolution chamber and put that back. I'm going to want 3 or maybe even 4, because I need one that's always full of latex. I need one that's always full of ether gas, which we're going to try and get in the next episode. I'm going to want one that's always full of pink slime, and I'm going to want one that's always full of honey. Okay, that being said, if I come back over here, we didn't do any of the fluid stuff. So if I come right here, fluid storage, ME fluid storage bus. Okay, so first it needs a fluid interface. And okay, just give me a second. Fluid right here. Give me some green dye. Nope, not from this one right here. So let's try that again. Great. Let's come back here and put that over there. Okay, can we make a fluid storage bus? Like, oh, I need a fluid interface first. So let's just do a fluid interface first. Let's do 2. Okay. And a fluid storage bus. So we're going to need a sticky piston. Oh, you know what? Let's just come here. Going to make things easier. Until I've connected everything, this is going to be a bit more complicated, but that's why I want to take care of this right now. So let's just do these 2. So then I can do... Oh boy. Like so. That's going to give me a fluid storage bus and storage fluid export. Okay, right here. So let's make a fluid export bus like so. Okay, so with the fluid storage bus, I can come right here and I'm going to... Oh, there's a mob. There must be a place that's not lighted properly. Not the end of the world. Taken care of. Okay. So I'm going to put a ME fluid export bus right here. And I'm going to put a fluid storage right there. Okay. And now I'm going to need to connect those. I don't know if I have enough cable. Probably don't. I'm going to try it anyway. Oh my god, I'm about to die from fall damage. This is the only problem of this jetpack, and I don't want to put hover on because I find the hover mode to be a bit annoying on this on the current jetpack that on the current jetpack that I have. Always be using the Certur Quartz wrench because it's right click, shift right click, one grab immediately. Let's go. I think I'm gonna have barely just enough. Yes, perfect. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's do a fluid storage explorer. No, a fluid terminal, sorry. And I'm not going to be able to make it here. I need to make it here. So fluid terminal is, I need another ME terminal, which means I need another illuminated panel. I think I might be better doing it here, which would be surprising, but it might be. Let's do this. I'm missing quartz glass. No, I don't. So what I'm going to do is come right here and say quartz, and I'm going to say make some. Start using it. Perfect, like this, and then an ME terminal like this, and then we should be able to get a fluid terminal. And if I put the fluid terminal right here, I can now see that I have 188 bucket of latex, which I can click with a bucket. And if I come here, I'm going to do this and remove the recipe. And if I put that's not what I wanted to do. Just one second. If I do this, put that in here. Now I'm automatically exporting latex. So I'm going to be able to have one set on latex, one set on honey, one set on pink slime, and one set on ether gas when I get to that. But now that I have this all set, I can grab an interface, and I'm running overtime so much right now. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just too excited about this whole setup. If I go right here and make an interface like so, and put that right there, I can set this machine to say, oh, we need input. So it's going to come from the top. We need a fluid input. That's going to come from the back. We need an output. The output needs to be push to the top. Okay. So now that we have that, if we look at the recipe, one of the recipe that I want from industrial foregoing is the improvement of those machines. So let's do an add-on efficiency tier 1. Okay. So I'm going to come back right here, and we're going to need a couple of crafts. So we're going to say recipe. Oh, yes. Okay, this is a bit annoying. So this is not accepting the recipe because like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It requires 8 things, okay? But we can fake the pattern. So what we're going to do is we're going to go redstone 2. We're going to go glass. Oh, I don't have glass pane. Okay, so let's do it differently. Let's just go back here. We're going to say glass pane. We're going to make a pattern for that. And just make glass pane. Oh, what am I doing? I need, okay, 1 second. I'm all over the place. Glass pane. I just need you to craft one of these. Start. Perfect. Oh, no, I won't be able to finish it. I wanted to finish it, but I also need to automate the gold gear. So this multi-servo press here, I'm going to have to set it up to also have the ME interface up and down to be able to start making gold gear. But honestly, I'm way over. So this is something we might finish next episode. But for now, I'm just going to end on this and go into a small time lapse to start reorganizing my base. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now. you.